What is good, guys? It's Ray J back with another video. And in this one, I wanted to break down what's happening with Tesla, SPY, and a couple of other tickers. I'm also going to break down some big data that's coming out for tomorrow. It's going to affect how the market moves. What you should be watching for as time progresses. But let me first mention that I am not a financial planner. Take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link, which is down below and in the description. If we sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you're guaranteed 7 free stocks. The offer ends in just about 14 days. Anyways, now let's talk about the markets. So looking at Tesla, we got this nice breakout from this white trend line. We went all the way up to almost 180 a share before coming down a little bit. And now we're still shuffling right now and holding up very, very well. But the question is, as the market is trying to push higher, will we continue to push or is something about to interfere? And that's where my warning comes out. So Jerome Powell gave a speech today. Most of what he said was more on the dovish side. He didn't say anything too crazy. He basically said the economy is in good hands. The Fed has control over the situation. He's not as confident about inflation for the short term, but for the long term, he's confident the Fed will get it back to their target. He did address a lot of the progress that has been made, and he's very confident that things are going to be fine, at least moving forward. Now, I'm not trying to say that I believe everything Jerome Powell says. I personally think that we are entering a recessionary environment, and there is a lot of pain coming that the Fed's not really telling us about. But I do want to note that despite that pain, the market still likes to react to Jerome Powell, and the market will still make its moves despite what others have been saying. So, from the way I see things, I think that Jerome Powell, he said a lot of things that helped the market pump. The market was just trading sideways with him speaking. It started to push a bit. Could people know about CPI coming out for tomorrow as well, which is part of why the market's pushing? That could be another factor, but we'll worry about that later once we get the data. But this is where my warning comes in. For tomorrow, it's going to be Wednesday. 1 hour before the market opens, we have CPI data coming out, and CPI is going to be very important. So CPI is going to cause a big move. It's very important for the Fed's policies, and it's going to be coming out before the market opens. So if you are holding any positions overnight, if you're a day trader or swing trader, then you're going to have to hold through CPI, and that is, once again, it could become very risky because you never know what the numbers could look like. We will see if month over month are hot, because for PPI, the data was a little bit hot. The market dropped and got bought back up. So we'll see what the data causes. If we get a hot CPI report, and I'll break down more specific numbers in my later video, but if we get a hot CPI report, we could see this cause a rug pull. Tesla could retest 175 or dip lower than that. And if we get a decent CPI, Tesla could run all the way back up to 182. Overall, the chart on Tesla is looking more bullish. It does favor upside, but just to be safe, we will wait and see how things go. All right. Looking at SPY, SPY was trading sideways for almost the entire day. Then for the last hour, started to push again. We managed to break past the highs from the last couple of days breaking out of this channel, and it is looking more bullish. However, However, if we're bullish after CPI and this continues, we're going to be looking at 525 and eventually 527. All-time highs are going to be coming on SPY if we get a decent CPI. And if CPI ends up doing the opposite, if CPI is hotter than expected and it causes a rug pull, then expect this to return to 521.5 then 520. Okay, so we'll be watching to see, do we get some kind of rug pull, or is the market about to bounce? We'll have to wait and see. For the QQQ, it's also pushing up very nicely. Are we going to go all the way up to about 447 and then eventually 448? Or are we about to get some kind of rug pull and start sinking back down towards 444? We'll just have to wait and see. But this is going to be very important and heavily dictated by CPI. For NVIDIA, the chart looks more bullish. It looks like it wants to go up to 920. However, nothing is guaranteed solely based off technicals. Will technicals be correct and we go up to 920 if we get a decent CPI? Or are we about to get a rug pull and is NVIDIA about to come back down to about 892 or below that? It looks bullish right now. Tesla looks bullish, NVIDIA looks bullish, SPY looks bullish, the market looks bullish. But nothing is guaranteed until we get CPI. Apple looks bullish, is trying to go up to 188. So we'll see if this lasts or not. If we reject off this, we're going to be coming back down. If we hold this, we're going to continue to push. Right now, guys, just be very, very patient. For a few more things worth looking at, we have Amazon is trying to rebound. It's back to the 187 resistance. Will we push all the way up to 190, or are we about to come back down to 185 or below? It depends on CPI. For Meta, are we going to keep going to fill this imbalance, go all the way up to about at least 474 or higher, or are we about to come back down below 466? We'll just have to wait and see again. So we'll see how things go, guys. Looking at the memes out there, AMC is just shuffling in the 6 area. We got a big rug pull on AMC because of the fact that we got a lot of halts that came out. We kept halting and dropping, and it really messed up the momentum. So now AMC is looking bearish. We're going to be looking at this test of the 50 EMA by tomorrow. 5.5 is a real possibility. GameStop is trying to rebound a bit, but it's kind of struggling right here. We're not seeing as many buyers So there's a risk of it dipping lower later on back down to the 33 area. We'll have to wait and see. With that being said, guys, the market's in a very, very critical place. Could the market go higher? Yes, it can, but it's going to depend on CPI. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with CPI. So let's see if you're holding anything overnight. This is your final warning. CPI comes out. That's going to affect if the market continues to pump or not. And we'll see how things go. With that being said, thank you for listening. Please have an absolutely incredible rest of the day. And I'll see you guys very soon on the next one. Thank you and peace out.